Good evening, everyone. Hold on. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Yeah, that wasn't great. Bam. Bam, 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 bam. All right. Welcome to our hopefully second of many re-ups on Tuesday Paint Nights stream. I am JD. We have been working on, last week we did Asajj Ventress on Shatterpoint. Tonight we will be doing Snips herself, Ahsoka Tano. I'm looking forward to this. I'm probably going to have to reference many things because I want to make sure I get everything right. Um, so let's actually hunt Clone Wars Ahsoka. But it's Jedi No More Ahsoka. Go. Images. Oh, actually, you know what? I'll get the Atomic Mass Games picture. So here's a picture of her as they have her arted. And so that's what we're kind of going to hunt for, which should be pretty fun and interesting. We'll see what we can do. So if you haven't seen the model, I'll pull her up in a second. I do want to do a couple quick disclaimers. Remember, this is streaming to multiple platforms, so if you hear me respond to somebody, chances are it is from a chat you can't see. And yeah, so tonight we'll be doing, like I said, Ahsoka. And so here's the model. I've already got her primed black. So we're going to do lots of blues and whites. Obviously, her orange skin. See if I can actually get it to focus on her and not me. Luckily, Atomic Mass likes to mark in the model where the delineation, so you can see those lines on her tails, on her Leku. So to give us an idea of where we're coloring different colors. And yeah. So, like I said, last week I did Asajj Ventress. I've actually been kind of busy since then. So between that time, I knocked out two of the 251st. Well, that's a weird angle. It makes that look weird. But we got the 251st done, as well as Captain Rex is finished. And to round out that entire squad, I did finish Anakin this morning. I will let you know something many people find amusing that I think is less amusing. I would have sworn for the last 21 years since Attack of the Clones came out that Anakin wore black. Apparently he does not. He just wears variations of brown. So honestly, I'm glad I did this one not on stream because we would not have been able to complete him on stream. Those of you that have seen me paint before know the technique where I'll shade something up and then do different washes to get different effects. So when he first started from toe to neck, this entire model was painted Morn Fang brown, minus obviously the lightsaber. And from there, we did different washes to get all these different browns going. So I'm really happy with the way he came out. And we have our first fully done squad of Shatterpoint, which is weird to look at because it's top view. But there it is. All right. So let's get these guys off to the side for now so I can pull on a couple other things real quick. I've started working on the battle droids, where I've gotten to with them. They're much they were to put together. If I can get this focus. But yeah, they're not that far from being done. And then I got the other base of those to do. And then the other one that I'll need to take a little bit more time worked on today, who honestly I thought would take too short of a is a little Maul. So obviously he's far from done. He none of his tattoos, bones not done. But I figured with having a black tunic and be him just being black and red, he would take 5 minutes. Not, he's taken much longer time than that. But I wanted to show you on him. We did the lightsaber the same as we did with Asajj. So anyway, there's that. I'm off the base. So that we can put Snips on the base. Figure out how we want to go about starting her tonight. I think I need to start with blue. Or let's take a look at her first. So the blue, let's get up here so we can, hey, look, I have a ring light, obviously. This part about her is going to be white lightsabers, but we'll figure that out. Yeah, I think we definitely blue, orange skin, but getting the right, it's going to be different. So yeah, blue. So that being said, let's go ahead and we are going to pull out blue to start. That's our next blue. We don't need. So we're going to all right. And let's start on Snips. So first thing I'm noticing on the pic is it's the tips of her boots. Well, her boots are armored, so looks like it'll actually wrap back up under here. And the back of the leg, she has a shin guard. I guess she's playing for Ted Lasso. So again, I'm using the star blue so that we can highlight it up, give us some more depth. And then once that, loud. Weak with him, I swear. All right, make sure boot. We're going to ankle this. And that leaves this side right here for us to start. Hope everyone is having a good week. Gotta be very careful when these around. Like I said with Asajj, these are plastic is good and straight, but I just feel like one good snag and they're so be wary, be cognizant of the blow. If you're trying to get up under something, make sure your knuckles aren't hitting it like mine just did. It was going slowly. All right, so then we get into her tunic. We'll just go ahead and paint blue detail work that looks to be white. Which is going to be interesting because it's recessed white, and that's an issue. Let me take a look at something real quick. Yeah. I'm sure something I'm missing. So if somebody knows something, or if I'm attacking a color wrong, like I would have to talk to Woody, let me know. You know, is it purple and not blue? Like that? That would be. You know what? That part I just painted is actually all white, silver instead of white. Cartoon, you don't really have metallic on cartoons. You know what? I know how we can tell though. Let's. I'll bring this picture up in a second and compare to her lightsaber. If her lightsaber is sort of this, then we'll know, right? At least have a good idea. However, on everybody else, I've only done metallics on myself, so I may want to keep that and just do the blues and the to to do it that way. She'll complement Anakin browns in dark colors, but also come first, right? If she's in the same coloring. All right. All right. So let's see. I need better glasses. Better glasses. looks like I need to find a picture of the back of her head just to be safe, but yeah, I think that was supposed to be white. But because this part, and that, okay, yeah, that shoots down here. I'm almost off the screen. Y'all got to tell me something like that. Of course, my phone fell asleep right section. All right, so we should have a thick section. Mm-hmm. Man, I wish I could get a camera so y'all could see what I'm trying to see, basically. Ooh, good news is the can take a little bit of a bend. Ooh. Yeah, I think she does. She definitely has some. She's got like a. I think she's got like a tiara that is. She looks so weird right now. It's okay. We'll get to giving her some white. But we're definitely going to be using some silver. I'll show you all the picture I'm referencing in a minute. This picture fell off blue, but this picture doesn't really show that well. Oh, this is not a better picture. Because all of these aren't from that there. let's just actually use their photo. Okay, so I'm on the right track as far as, imagined it. Definitely silvers. In fact, birds are silver. The only thing really white is her head and her face, and of course her sabers. The rest looks to be a silver tint. So, I mean, we're not gonna do exactly, but that's how they've got her. We will attempt our best because I like that to start. All right. So that being said, I guess we should have painted her form. Hey, guess what? We're still painting blue, but let's worry Leku still. Yeah, these sort of just he's got them off blue, which is fine with me. All right, let's see what we got on the back here. So that we knew is going to be white because I messed up. And I did not leave myself enough room between the camera and where I need to be painting. The handle. So this part's blue. That's blue. So going to be a little white patch in there. So all right, and then why is I can't do it. It's becoming too much. There we go. Let's get in here. Sorry, I just hit the microphone because that's also right up here. All righty. So we'll set her down for a minute, let that dry briefly. Walk up the paints. You know what I'm going to do, since we're not going to need it for much anything else yet, is actually, yeah, no, let's go ahead and pull out the Wraith Bone. We're going to pop this open. We're going to knock this out of the way real quick. That way we have something light to balance out. Maybe helps y'all reference where I'm at on the model if it gets too out of focus. I don't know. It may help. It may not. It may do neither. Can I actually bring the paints I grabbed over here? Okay, good. Because I did not want to leave y'all for 30 seconds to go get the paints I had set aside over my other area. Well, that'd have been awkward. There we go. Trying to just get a nice even coat of Wraithbone, so good off-white. Let us build up some more brightness underneath, because these are her silver/white lightsabers. And like I mentioned last week when I was watching the tutorial on how to do it, he used a tiny, tiny hint of blue, but I didn't see, because I was also working and running up against needing to paint and other things. I didn't quite see how he finished out a white. I don't know if he, because I don't own a white ink. I don't know how that would work, but I have an idea, and we're going to try it. And it's either going to be awesome or it's going to be a failure, and I'll redo them. But, we always have fun when we're gambling on ideas. Most of the time, sometimes 65% of the time, they work every time. Like we gambled on Ventress's cloak last week, and with y'all's help, we got it through. I actually gambled on Anakin's outfit with what I wanted to do, because honestly, like I said, I thought his whole outfit was black and gray, and I find out it's variations of brown. So, whew. I feel like PBS with help from viewers like you. All right. So, I just I love putting the Wraithbone on those, because to me, it already makes them look bright and glowing anyway. And that's before we even add any color. So, Wraithbone for now. We do, however, need our other base coat, which is what they were designed for. Gray seal, which is right here. So we're going to clean our brush off, dry it off. Now, if you will give me a moment, I've got to give it a little shake. But it's weird. Oh, it's even weirder if I drop the paint. All right, give our gray seal through. All right, let's take off the Cantor, the gray seal. And what I want to do, though, is I'm actually going to pop open the Lamian medium, thin this down a little. So I'm actually opening the Lamian. I'm going to take out a small dollop, brushful, puddle. I don't know what you want to call it. I'm actually got a. So I'm going to put it over there, which the palette is white. So if I actually doing, I have to make sure I get the angle right so I can actually see what I'm doing. Get the off of it. Then we pop open our gray sear. I'm trying to do well, currently it's a 1-to-1 mix, but I'm going to end up a 2-to-1 gray medium mix, because I don't want it too thin, but I want it thinner than it comes out of the pot. That's just because we need it to flow well, right? Maybe when I do this in a little while for a different color, I will actually put it under the camera so y'all can see what I'm doing. We're going to clean that brush we mixed with off. I'm actually going to find a little bit of a better tipped layer brush. All right. I need to move this move back microphone. Keep hitting it. Okay. We're gonna dip our brush in a little bit, and now we're gonna go get some flow on there. Be very careful about just going up to the line. That's why we wanted a good flow, and it's okay. I mean, this is just a base, so it doesn't need to be perfectly opaque. It doesn't need to be anything but giving us a good and the blue down. We're in good shape of knowing how her stripes are looking, where we need to fix, that kind of thing, because the black does make it a little difficult to tell where things are, especially with my eyes. Eye doctor again. All right, so steady hand up and into the back here, and we're gonna go back over this blue because we knew we messed that up earlier. Just keep wrapping around. Sorry, guys. I realized that got moments because super duper concentrating. Because, the show, and then my crushes got the role because Rosario died. So I want her to be right. Don't worry. You can't tell my wife and get me in trouble. She knows. Definitely doing this is actually so good. We got to go back with the blue to really make this work. Trying not to do that. Sometimes I'll do on purpose, sometimes on accident. Really, any gap between the blue and the white. It's great to leave that gap, especially when they give you natural divots to throw in shit. But the last thing I really want for her to come across her head tails to look like are weird corals. So really want to make sure I get the colors touching as much as possible. I say like a hecker. Oh, okay. It's okay. I think. I think I would have overpainted that, but that's okay. Let's get in here. Okay. We'll go back in and fix a little bit of that because we got it all over. Okay, so all right, so now we got a handle back here. So that's blue. She's obviously got a. Let's get a good point. You know what? I'm just all over the place on that back one, but we'll fix it. Or, yeah, we'll fix it. All right. We got the initial gray down. Let's go ahead and get any spots that seem a little too thin. There we go. All righty. Let's go ahead and wash the brush off. All right. Now, you know what? Let's find a good orange for her skin. I'm going to go to my handy dandy Citadel app because I need it sometimes. I'm going to go to paint by color. Orange. And they don't give me a lot of options. It looks like orange, which means I'm going to Jukero, Troll Slayer, Fire Dragon Bright. What do I got over here? Jukero. That's Squig. Where's my Troll Slayer? What's that? Hey, that's Troll Slayer. That works out nicely. Don't forget, I do have that bright orange we used last week for the inside of the red lightsaber if we really need to. But I don't know if it'll come to that. Wow. That just happened. All right. Let's see what we're doing here. That's exactly what we'll do. Okay. So we're going to start with Jokero Orange as a base. Give me 1 second. Okay. Anyway, so we're going to do a little vibrating because I don't think I've used this Jokero Orange in a long time because Yeah. All right, let's do. There we go.
Do I just put it on his tab? Yeah. Right. Orange Mountain Dew.
All right, so let's. I cannot say if I've ever actually painted orange skin before, but this is my first Togrutan, so chances are no. I want it to go on nice and smooth, so it looks like they do give us some lines in there to put her facial markings on, which ironically enough are going to be the white we're already covering up. All right, so this is definitely going to be too bright of an orange to start. Orange is only going to get it brighter, but hoping to have a plan for that. Because in orange, I'm not sure that I actually have Fuegan orange here at the store. I mean, but I don't know that I have it. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
You're welcome, JD.
Thank you.
See you later.
Later. So when I sat down to do the stream, I forgot a drink. So the lovely Nora just. Yeah, that's a little pale for orange skin. There we go. All right, and then let's get her arms. Ooh, keep that. Asajj was challenging with her lightsabers. I want because they're sort of in that reverse grip, not where you expect them to be. They seem to be always sort of right where I don't need them to be turning a model. If I'm not super careful, we're going to have issues. Last thing I really want to do is try to fix these. All right, can y'all see what I'm doing? Okay, good. It was funny in mall earlier today. I thought it was funny. I was like, man, in Star Wars is going to be wearing gloves. Really have to worry about doing too much detail on finger. Cut to stream where I have to paint little orange digits. All right. So I'm hoping. So here's my dilemma, y'all. Um, this game comes out on the 2nd. It comes Friday, June 2nd. I would really like this that I'm painting as a demo copy beforehand. Get an idea of what the game's like before informed decisions. But my booty and get the rest of these done, then have one to paint for y'all the week of release. Unless, unless they send me my shipment by next Tuesday. And then I could work on General Kenobi or Count Dooku. So I guess I'll just have to play it by ear. Because like I said, as it stands, what I was going to do is if we get Ahsoka done tonight, which it could be hit or miss. We'll see how the. Let's see, it's already been 50 minutes almost, leaving us an hour, but we're almost done with all the base coating minus the silver, which means we have some multiple layerings and highlightings and cleanings to do. But to me, this part of the process of painting means the hard part's almost over. We just got through what I consider generally the hard part. So we have a sheet. Okay, I'm about to show my age. This is an Ahsoka that was painted in the 80s on die cast for a toy. That's what it looks like right now. The colors aren't quite right. The painter didn't care. Just got it, mass produced it, and put it out there. That's where we're at. That's the step we're at. It's a weird step. Very specific step, but we're there.
It's the step I'd be at. Cool's on.
Currently, I have one viewer that I can tell about. But yeah, it is currently die cast paint job. So, what are those cards?
The last handful of cards that I thought I had sold off when I sold all my other Magic cards.
Okay. All right, so now, you know what we'll do now? Now would be a wonderful time to get what? Okay, to go on. Never mind. I thought I was going to have to go on a rampage and start hunting people down, but it turns out my paper towels just fell over. All right, so we're going to grab a paper towel. Now's a good time to do a little dry brushing of some lead belcher. I think now is the perfect time for it. Not only can we get the base pretty much knocked out, minus cleanup, we can do the bases of all of her armor pieces. So I'm gonna get that. Let me see if I can just keep that off screen. Who's look at the 501st trying to get in there to join Snips. They love her so much. Okay, so we're gonna get our lead belcher. That is not lead belcher. There it is. And we're gonna get you know what? I'm gonna get my mediumist, okay-ish dry brush. Pop open some lead filter. Get it on there. And honestly, the first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to start with a little bit on the bristles like that, because I'm not going crazy yet, because I want to do her armor pieces. And so we're going to get some on the blue we've already done, but that's okay, because we're going to be going back over it. We know that, because none of her blue is this dark, but we want to make sure we get this nice and defined and metal. We are going to do some steel or some silver over that. But for now, I take that back. I just remembered something else. I did Maul's legs, so this actually is some nice synergy with all the other models. She'll be brighter than Anakin. She's the opposite of Ventress, sort of colorful or okay. I ain't got nothing for Ventress, but but then she can match Maul with both having metal legs. Oh, he's not going to come for me. He's not real. Let's go ahead and just do these sabers while we're here, just because we can. And go over her bracers. Over these parts. Actually, you know what the smart thing to do is? I think the smart thing that's the smart thing. I think we'll have to go brush it. But you know what? Let's try. Let's get a little bit like I did that first time. And we're going to carefully run over. Oh, yeah. This was the smart thing to do. Well, that was almost cheating.
And you were the girl. Did you do some chores?
I do chores all the time, kid. Don't start with me. Try to shut it yesterday.
All right. Worked out better than I could have hoped. Not gonna lie. Let's get the side of these savers and everything. I mean, we got to go back and fill that blue back in, but man, that poor thing. All right, now I'm actually going to get a little bit more. We'll close it up. Mix in there so that we can just go. I know on Ahsoka or on Asajj, I did a rock on half of it and metal on the other half. I got to one of the other ones. I was like, man, this really doesn't make sense that I have done this way. Actually, I'm going to go back on Asajj and make her base. I mean, I could go fancier, but I'm trying to get through these. I want them simple. I want them really concentrating on these minis, not the bases. The bases are cool. I mean, they're fine. They're very Marvel Crisis Protocol. I just I don't need to be extra on them for this go, knowing I'm going to have to probably paint multiple sets of these. All right. Just like that. I want to make sure I get that brush. There we go. Take a sip of this live wire Nora so lovingly got me. All right, now we do need to go back a bit with the Cantor. Actually, no. Before we do that, let's get our trolls. I want to get to a point where I have this drying if need be. All right, and we're going to pop I can't word out some highlights as if I was doing normal skin tones. Better orange. That is just a truer orange, I think, for soaks. You know what? That may be okay. But I still, like, normally I do a flesh shade wash, but I can't do that because brown based. And I know brown is dark orange. It's not exactly what effect I'm looking for. So I don't think I'll check. But normal in the app itself was like use Fuegan orange. I'm not sure. So I try something and see if it works. I'm gonna get. I really like this good orange. She looks a little bit more Ahsoka-y now, but I guess I'm just not allowed to have hands in screen. All right. Close that up. Let's see what. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's definitely not it because that's green. What's that? That's a yellow. Also a yellow. Sepia tone's not quite right. There it is. That contrast on her orange of orange. This is pound orange. We're going to see if it gives us any shadows. But first we do want to shake this one up. So I apologize if it messes up the... But contrast, you really want to make sure it gets shaken up. I got to use this nifty thing above it. Alrighty. So, pop it open. Now, I know put over Wraithbone, like I've been using it. In fact, I've got some gems I was doing, but let's see how it looks over orange and if it acts. Let's start here on an arm. I think it maybe we'll see when it dries. Because you know the Ahsoka's tone is orange. It's a nice deep.
This is very freshly primed.
Yeah, I really. It was.
Your sister, her daddy says good night to you.
You know, the final test is really going to be on the face.
Oh, 2 days left.
Daddy, for summer.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, that looks giving her some depth. Better. Oh, do I get some squidges? Do I get a squidge? Yeah. Thanks for grabbing me a drink. All over.
I want to bring something home.
Not bringing anything home. Tired of you spending my money.
Yeah.
Later.
Better, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, now there. Let's go ahead and. I actually got something I hadn't used in a minute. But I'm using this. So now, since we wraith boned that, we're going to use our. Oop, I'm knocking things around. That doesn't need to. I'm out of room. All right. I'm going to pick our. Really get this bright before I try to do. We'll see if it works, but we're going to do that last. Hopefully, we'll get to it. Color gets up, and by color I mean white, gets up by the emitter. All right, well, they're looking good. Okay, so we're going to put white scar up for a little bit. Now we're going to get that Cantor back out. And we're going to carefully go back, and we're not going to spend too much time because we are going to go over it with a lighter blue. But I do want to super kill any real big the metal on the cloth. And this is how sight works. And when that was all just primed, I said it, and y'all probably think I'm crazy either now or then. Well, I thought they indented all of these silver lines on her tabard, part of her tunic. But no, they're recessed, but no, they're raised. So it's weird what the eyes will do to you. Play tricks on. Obviously, some of these I need to be more careful at than others because I don't want to have to redo those lines every time we make a pass. I think I have to go back and watch. Is this a Mandalorian outfit? I mean, it would make sense. In the game, she comes with Bo-Katan and a couple Clan Kreese Mandalorians. But I have to go back and watch that final season of the Clone Wars because that's when this would take place. Because I don't remember this outfit from anywhere else. But see, look, right there, it's got it's the symbol that's in the middle of every Mandalorian armor between their pectoral Beskar plates. So I wonder if she's wearing an official Mandalorian dress. I mean, it would make sense. She was helping them, but just not something I guess I put together until I saw that symbol. All right, you know what? We got to get in here. It's like looking back, it almost, I'm not saying I should have, but it would almost have been worth it to prime Ahsoka like Belcher. Like there would have been a lot of work cleaning that up, and I'm glad I didn't, but it would almost have been worth it. Just for these final bits, right? Just for the well, I don't know. We're gonna highlight those up a little. I got a little bit on the thing there. Yeah, that worked. What in the hell was that? Alrighty. Let's go and clean that up. Alright, since we're doing this, let's go back and take a look at any good Leku spots. there's a line there. So wait, that's the line there. This is so confusing. I can't do it too many times, or I'll lose all kind. I'll lose that line to paint layers. Sorry, guys. All right. Why does that stop and that goes? That seems odd. Where's my phone? Let's see. Come on, Snips. Talk to me. Okay. Let's all right, so it's more that side than that side, so I'll have to put a little bit of that blue back by her head, but that's okay. Or pull the blue back from her head. All right. How do we like? I think we like this. find a way to highlight it, but I think we like that tone. Okay, so now it is too dark of a white. So I'll now take Ulthuan Gray. Let the blue rest for a little bit. I have to shake. I've been using it all day, or the last couple days, because of the clones. All right, so get some on my palette. Because again, because it's white gray, I really want it. So I'm not one. I need it smooth. All right, so first is, and I saw it, was able to see it very well a second ago, but her head actually has some dips into the that tiara crown she's got. So let's carefully. And we're going to do most of the covering with this. We're going to leave some, the original, for a shade effect. And remember, we need to bring this down a little bit and connect. There we go. I love Ulthuan Gray because it is. Oh no! It's very close to white when white isn't on it, if that makes sense. Man. So, I mean, it is very close to white when it isn't next to white. When it's next to white, it is very much a gray. If that makes sense at all. Sorry, y'all. This is It's not stressful, but it's definitely confusing me. That's right. This is. Alrighty. Now I need to see, because I know she's got some white on her face. Her cheeks. Oh my god, I can't see. Oh, now I can see. That was a little much, but we'll go back with some and fix it. Now I know I'm not. These guys good. I don't. It's because I don't see how they see that. if I'm being honest. All right, let's get a little more. Griffon back on that but it's okay. Now it's just doing this without getting white. Now, we'll take a little of this lead belcher. Oh no, guys, we've only got about 30 minutes. Let's see how far we can get. Is that all her markings are taking? I mean, I don't know if they want to say they're taking longer than I expected, but all right, let's carefully. There we go. Beginning of our little circlet done as it focuses. Okay, now got those little nitpicky things done that I wanted to do before we go to the blue. So we're gonna do with the blue what I've been doing with the grays. We're gonna get the Lamian medium up first. A nice big drop there. Let's do 2 to 1. Let's get it mixed. Oh, I told you I was going to show you what I was doing. I'm sure I'll have one more shot. Just trying to keep the screen nice and pretty. All right, so I'm going to carefully do kind of what we've been doing, right? We're going to get most of this going to be this blue, leaving just the darkest parts, the Cantor blue, like the shadows on the inside of her legs. And spots like that I just did between those two thin uh, silver lines. That's when it pays to have some really thin paint. If your paint is too thick, then your brush is too thick. Sometimes it doesn't matter. Clean up the dry brush from the base, which is fine. And I gotta center myself again. As you can see, we're brightening, getting very close to tan slash 501st colors. Now I've got myself wondering if Herleku blue are the same blue. Dang it. I don't think they're far off. All right, so now the line. All right, let's see what we can do on her bracers. It's front of her dress, which is good because we're out of time on our. All right, so let's do a quick check. See if her Laku blue is the same as her. I can't tell. In fact, I think it may be. Okay. So, you know what? And that gives. Okay. So, if they are got a list left, so let's go ahead and actually pop these. So I kind of want these a little lighter, which is actually perfect too. Ooh, we're literally using the last we got to get this. Nice. Nice. Alrighty. How is she looking? Let's see. Can I get a focus, please? Can I get a... There we go. No, focused. Come on. Let's see if I can get my fingers out of the way. Man, it's killing me. But and it does it for a second, doesn't it? And then it's just like, no, man, your fingers are much more. You know what, man? There we go. Psych. This camera's killing me. Got about 13 minutes. Let us and a little lamium medium. Don't need a whole lot this time. Put it here. Got more than we needed on that. I'm gonna take the white scar. We'll take a little more than we need because we don't want to thin it down too much. Alrighty. Now, one that's left that I can squeeze out of this white. Messed it up a little. I can't tell what's going on up there. All right, we're gonna have to fix that a lot. The only way to do it is really just to pin it all back. Might have to come out with the fresh eyes to the white markings on her brow and eyebrows. Having a hard time really differentiating things tonight from certain angles. No worries. Get it. All right. Tell you what, last thing I want to do. I mean, I know we've got some more work on the blue on her tunic. Not much. Tunic's almost done. Definitely want to brighten up her leku so they're not quite the same blue. But let's see if we can pop these lightsabers. So one of the things I saw Mr. Dallas talk about when he was doing it is they have a slight blue tint. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take Baharoth blue, which is already very bright, and I'm going to get a little bit of that onto my palette. Put a little bit more so it doesn't dry before I finish doing everything I want to do. Then I want the white scar. We're going to mix that to make an even super lighter blue. Nope, I need lighter blue. Okay. I'm going to take a little bit medium that I still have left over from where I didn't use it in the white earlier and thin this out. I want it really thin. Really, really thin. And then I'm only going to do this. Let's go ahead and, it's actually not bad. It's not bad. So let's go ahead and coat this. It's this last part that's got me concerned. All right. Actually, those look pretty good. Those look pretty good. All right. Now, let's try for a minute. You know what? When she gets out of focus, those they actually look pretty glowing. Do I need to do anything else on these lightsabers? I mean, pardon me. Oh my, but that might be an okay effect. If you just focus, please. Kind of the brightest thing on the model, except her head. They kind of have some intensity to their whiteness, I think, from that little bit of blue. I'm kind of happy with them. So for now, until I decide, I'm going to sleep on it. How's that sound? All right. So there's 2 hours worth of us on tonight or looked on. Golly, I'm obviously. So what else we got to do? I got to do a little lightning. We're going to do her tunic and leggings and all the blue with that Baharoth blue that we used to pop the. I'm going to use that Baharoth blue to lighten up all of her blue on her Leku. I've got the white markings on her forehead I want to finish out. Obviously her eyes. Maybe do some leather straps on the back of the legs there. And then Ahsoka's done. I mean, I want to bring silver into the lead belcher. So it looks more regal and silver, Beskari, instead of just. So yeah, no, she comes out, and then I got to fix her. But anyway, there's where we're at. So I want to thank you for being with me tonight. Ahsoka doesn't looking too bad. Anyway, I appreciate y'all being. Y'all have a great evening. Let's put snips down. For the very beginning, I have been working on extra things. Paul's on his way to being done. Battle droid are on their way. And then if you haven't seen this week, we did finish up the 501st, as well as Rex is done, as well as Sky Guy, Anakin. So, and this camera's acting up tonight. What is it? Okay, that's just a weird reflection. Anyway, so that's where we're at. This is where we finished. I appreciate y'all being with. I'm going to go. I still got to close down the store for the next hour. So Have a good evening, and remember, Gamers and Geeks, it is not just a game store, it's a gaming community. Oh, wait. We were very close to having them. Anyway, thank y'all so much.